Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Hometown Homes, a series where we connect you with homes around the county. Today we hear all about the Cochran's underground house. The Cochrans account for 21 acres of the 45-acre family farm. The home itself is around 1,700 square feet with 3-bed and 2.5 bath. This home features a spacious outdoor patio and pool, along with a garden. The Cochrans told us more about their backstory, their retirement life, and what a blessing it is to have this property.
My name is Bubba Kaufman. I've lived in Kaufman all my life. I was actually born in the Kaufman Clinic on Houston Street. And we were originally in the furniture appliance business. It was Pool Furniture Company. And I worked there till I was 39. Went back to school and became a teacher for the next 20 years. And we eventually retired, and we had 2 houses, and it got to where we stayed out here at the farm more than we stayed at home. So our kids were out here, so we decided that we would just move out here and remodel the house, and it's worked out pretty nicely. But as far as the church is, I guess if you count bed babies, I've been in the church for 70 years. So it's been a good life.
My name is Becky Cochran, and I was Becky Tidwell before I was Becky Cochran, and my family moved to Kaufman in 1969, and I was a freshman in high school. The reason we moved to Kaufman was because my grandparents lived on this property. It was they had a farm, and my mother needed to help take care of my grandparents. I was born in Spokane, Washington, because my father was in the Air Force, but we got back to Texas just as soon as we could. So I lived in West Texas and around, but we landed in Kaufman, and I've been here ever since. I was a teacher at the church's preschool first when I had preschoolers, and then when they got to be in elementary school, I went back to school, and I've been a teacher at Nash since then. I was a teacher, an assistant principal, and a principal. And we retired, and like Bubba said, we spent so much time out here, and the logistics of things, 2 electricity bills, 2 insurance bills, 2 everything bills, made it logical to move out here, and Bubba wanted to move out here. So we had to, my parents built this underground house in 1980. And it was because my dad was real into, how economical everything was supposed to be for an underground house, and, he just liked unusual things anyhow, so that's why my mother went along for the ride. She wasn't too sure about it, but it's turned out fine.
Well, when we worked at the school, we were in the building all the time. And they would get to work at 7, and sometimes we wouldn't leave till 6. And we've always been an outside family type, so we just prefer to be outside. Of course, you got all the trees, and we got a lot of grass to look at, so it's just pretty to us.
We, the little guy that came to put fertilizer on the lawn yesterday, and he stopped, and we were sitting behind the barn because we have a couple of chairs back there, and he stopped and said, "Every time I'm here, I see y'all out working. When do you stop and enjoy it?" And Bubba said, "This is what we do to enjoy it. We are enjoying it right now." We'd had to cut up a big limb that blew off during one of the storms and hauled it to the burn pile, and we were sitting back there cooling off and just looking at the the flowers and the trees and the birds. We had lots of red birds, lots of squirrels. We did have chickens that we enjoyed, but the bobcats and the coyotes took care of all the chickens this spring and fall, spring and summer. So now I feed the red birds in the chicken coop, and the squirrels enjoy it too, so that we have them to look at instead of the chickens right now. Well, we've always felt real blessed, you know. We've never felt rich, but we've had plenty, you know. We've been comfortable, and so when our kids were in youth, they would ask, you know, if they could, you know, use it for different things, and we were always open to it because we felt definitely that God had given it to us and we should use it. And now. Last night we had a dive-in group or whatever it is, and you know, we feel just really blessed that, you know, we can still have something to offer, you know. It's just, it's interesting. People do appreciate, you know, we mow all the fence lines and we mow all the creek lines. And then the middle is saved for hay, and they haven't cut hay this year because, you know, it's been so wet they can't get in to cut hay. But it's sort of just fun to just drive around the pasture and see the blackberries are, you know, turning, and the grapes are almost there's some green, some black, some red, you know, like the blackberries. So it's almost time to make grape jelly and blackberry cobblers, and we'll put them up and save them. We had a big garden that we enjoyed at the other house, and so we put that in the first year that we were here, and it's behind the garage. And last year the tomatoes just went crazy. I mean, we had 6 plants, and there were over 1,000 tomatoes were collected. So we were trying to, and the pandemic limited places you could take them, so we were able to, Cindy Rich took some and was able to help us distribute them, and you know, the Sunday school, we take them every Sunday to Sunday school, and you know, it's just fun to be able to share with people, because we certainly can't eat what comes out of it. So we do feel very blessed. We've lived a very blessed life.